Coach, did they do anything, Union do anything differently tonight on defense that changed and helped you keep you unable to get into an offensive flow tonight?
I think they just played harder than us, like a lot harder. And told our guys we're disappointed. We're in a unique situation where we have these rivalry games. We're fortunate we're one of the schools that gets them. Not a lot of institutions have a crosstown rival with a lot at stake. And I thought we had too many passengers on the bus today. Too much gliding, too much one hand on our stick. Good response for Union. Credit them, they're really good. They are what we think they are. They're a better hockey team than us today. Make no mistake about it. Today, they're better than us. And they just totally pushed us around for 60 straight minutes. We even tried to put a guy in the neutral zone just to kind of break their puck pressure. And, I call that gimmick hockey. When you're resorting to that, it's a little gimmicky. But we needed it. We needed to do something.
Do you think they were that dominant in this game as opposed to last night?
Yeah, I mean, we take 2 penalties to get their team some traction. Then you get their good players feeling the puck a little bit, and they can kind of get in a rhythm. So we're killing 2 penalties, I think, in the first 10 minutes of the game, or just about maybe first 12. And we just couldn't make a pass to somebody wide open. It was just could live with the result. We're not going to accept, though, that level of compete. And I just thought they won every loose puck race, 2 hands on their sticks. And I told our guys, you'll be graded on that. You're graded in these rivalry games because the ice gets hard, and it's a predictor for what it will look like when the ice gets hard in March in the playoffs. And are you a guy we can count on? Or when it gets hard, are you a guy that shies away? And then even inside of that, to another degree, are you emotional? Are you a guy we can trust in these situations? Or are you taking silly penalties? Are you a guy that's always in it after the whistle? Stuff that we need to get out of our game.
Comment on Nate's play tonight, following up a big performance last night.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row for Nate, which is really good for us. Really good for us. He was best player on the ice for 3 straight nights. That's very encouraging. The fact that he was able to do it back-to-back nights is very encouraging. And yeah, he's got this calm demeanor in there. He doesn't really get rattled, and he's got a lot of really good qualities to be. He has the potential to be a really good goalie.
How much can tonight be a lesson moving forward with the rest of the ECAC schedule coming with these home and homes on, or these Friday, Saturday games? The key is to always win a Saturday games, like not take the break off, not to relax, heading from Friday to Saturday to get the Friday win.
The disappointing thing is you start running out of opportunities in the Houston Fieldhouse right now for us, and that was one of the things we want to try and be a little better at home. We've been disappointing at home, to be honest. Some of that is opponent driven, but we can only lean on that so much right now. This has to be a place that's tough to play. We got to give our fans something to be excited about, and we have a really lousy power play at the end of the second there, and I thought our fans were right to boo us there a little bit, to be honest. I thought they were totally within their right because it just wasn't a whole lot of effort. That's disappointing.
And
What was at stake? It was disappointing.
You had some chance to get some shots too in the last 10 seconds. I think that's why the fans were getting frustrated because they weren't shooting. Yeah. And it was sort of like what happened with Union last night, just got a little too pass happy.
Yeah, at some point you look up and you go, you're in single digits in shots. Someone starts slinging some pucks at the net and simplifying, but you know what? A lot of our problems were a little self-inflicted, and a lot of our problems was give credit to Union and how hard they played and their intent. And sweeps are hard in general. Getting sweeps is pretty hard to do, and Union kind of made it look easy today for us.
How do you get to that point where you are a dominant team at home and opponents fear coming in here? What do you have to do to get, and how do you get there?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the long term is we need better players. That's the long term. Quite honestly, we need we have to Right now, it is incredibly important for RPI. A lot of our wins have to come on the road in our recruiting battles. You know, I watch Union, they've got such good stick skill coming through the neutral zone. They can make these hook passes under sticks, over sticks. We don't quite have that ability right now to do that. We've got to kind of chip it in, chase it down. So the long fix is we need winning Division I hockey players, not just Division I hockey players. Those two are worlds apart.
Just reflecting on the first month of the season, you got your first win out of the way this weekend, played a really tough schedule against some high-level opponents. How do you build off that month and start getting, obviously, more of the results that you want, but obviously it's also a process-driven
Yep.
Business?
No, good question. I kind of liked us in, you know, I liked us in about half of our games and our intent, and then the other half of the games, I think we're trying to do the right thing, and usually the brain and the hockey IQ is the last piece to kind of catch on. So we're challenging, we want to contest every puck we can, we're challenging pucks, we're contesting pucks, and then all of a sudden we've got a D diving down in a place that he can't do it, and some odd mans are going this way. And again, I think the last thing to come in terms of getting comfortable inside of new system and new structure is the reads and the wherewithal. And I thought even last night there was some, you know, we had some corrective measures of video this morning, but you know what, we just got to keep stacking days, get a little better, and nothing succeeds like success. So we've got a ways to go. That's a top 4 team in our league, and I don't, you know, I didn't think it was close tonight, if I'm being fair.
Luke Wilson was out of the lineup tonight after last night. Was he handed extra discipline by the league, or was that a coaching choice?
Yeah, that's our supplemental discipline. We're not going to, and Willie handled this incredibly well. And maybe 3 years from now, I don't have to respond that way. But we're in a place right now where we can't accept or give the opportunity to have game-changing infractions. And last night, that was a game-changing infraction. We got lucky. We got a shorthanded goal, but that's an infraction that can cost you wins. And we're going to have a standard of what's acceptable. And if you don't meet the standard, you'll be held accountable. We've done it on 3 different occasions right now. We'll probably do another one coming up here. And players want to play. The one thing we control is their ice time. And I always find that they will respond to that. We can't have, it's corrected or accepted for us right now in our program. So if we let that go, it shows up again in a couple months, or even in a year or 2 years down the road. So guys know we're no nonsense in those areas, and we have to be.